I am with Dot from House of Dots, and we are about to do a really super cool tour of her Alice in Wonderland room right there. She's incredible. She is one of my inspires for actually coming out here to Slab City and spend quality time to find out if I can make this a residence someday. So yeah, you definitely are an inspirer.
Well, thank you. And I'm here to share everything I've learned.
Yeah.
But today we're going to take a look in this dining room that doesn't get as much attention as I think it really should. So this is going to be fun to go through all the little details. So this all started with this cute little wine topper that I got probably 10 years ago. I just thought it was so cute, and I think I even paid some money for it. Somebody was making them, right? So they were just adorable, the little bobble legs, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's me, falling in the wine bottle. And then I made this whole thing. And I was like, oh, you know, it makes a beautiful centerpiece. And then little Alice in Wonderland items just kept coming. And so it immediately became the Alice in Wonderland dining room, including we got the little Mad Hatter dude, and we've got the Cheshire Cat, and they do fun. He's drunk, man. Drinking tea. We all know what's in the teapot, man, and it's not tea. We also have lots of other details like the caterpillar dude. Okay, so it's not exactly perfect, but you know, maybe it's the brother or the cousin that hangs out on a flower. What's the worm smoking? He's smoking like a hookah or something, right? Yeah, which is tobacco. But yeah, this guy's definitely got more of a droopy eye going on. Yeah. And then this flower is from one of the raves that happened here in the Slabs that comes around President's Day weekend. And it was one of their big art displays. And my friend Two Horse Jack, or Captain Jack, as people know, had this at his camp. He had like 4 of them. A couple of them got stolen, and I have one, and my friend across town has one. So, but then we also have our almost life-size doll that kind of looks like Alice from, you know, Alice in Wonderland. A giant cupcake that's getting quite destroyed. The famous outside bed.
Oh my gosh, you sleep in that in the summer, right?
It is super magical to sleep in this bed with this dining room beside you, and then you can just look out and see the sky at night, and it's just, it's pretty cool. And how do I get in the bed? Well, these are the stairs. Couch/stairs.
Could you demonstrate for us?
Oh, sure. It's just doop, doop, and you're in.
That's great.
Yep, it's really super nice, and I'll hang up all the stuff that goes around it again. Every year it ends up getting pulled down, and I put it back up, and got a whole bunch of different curtains like this, and mosquito netting, and yeah, it'll look. But it looks best when it's like this, all open, and you know, so you can see up in here. Thank goodness I made the bed the other day.
Looks great.
Yep.
What about this table here?
So this is part of when I'm staging it for one of my dinner parties. So this is just some of the, like, you know, fake food that I have, which this is kind of funny because it's looking more and more realistic, like something might got left on the counter, right?
Yes.
Even my grapes are turning into something that looks like more like what lives in my fridge, right? Oh, did you see the fruit fly out? That was cute. Very authentic. And then we have these gold plates that those also come out for the dinner parties that I do. Like when I say dinner parties, I've never actually had a dinner party here. These are all fake dinner parties that I can make people, things, animals like this. This would be a tea party, and we could set it all up so that they're having a Mac Daddy dinner, right? Maybe we'll do that and we can add it, right? Yeah. And eventually the table's going to get painted, but I particularly like this red tablecloth, which is vinyl, so it's also protecting the table. I noticed the table was not doing so well with the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, the other detail to this room that I can't believe I didn't bring this up. I've always loved the idea of like a garden dining room, like your dining room table out like in your yard, and all your friends come over and you've got your lights all hung up, and it's like this real magical thing that I've seen in like so many movies and things. And so this is my idea of doing that here in the desert with the AstroTurf, and then trying to use all the green shade cloth around in here. So we do have some other shade cloth in here now, but it's usually all green shade cloth. And it kind of has the ambiance of being inside of a garden. And then I'm trying to add more and more flowers around so that it continues to be more like you're inside of a garden room with the Alice in Wonderland theme. But yeah, I wanted to mention that because that's an important feature to this room. Yeah. And then the AstroTurf is also when people are like, where do you guys go to the bathroom? The dogs are often asking that same question when they come to visit Slab City. And when they meet this AstroTurf, they're like, oh, this is where you go. So I often have to do poop patrol before we start to open the place up every day. But what are you going to do? Got to service everybody. Keeping with the Alice in Wonderland style and the fairy tale concepts of stories and things, that's what all the little details on here are. So we've got an ode, if you will, to Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Then we got these cute, these are actually little teapots. They're so cute. The little house, little cat, an obvious teapot. More of the Wizard of Oz. We got a cute little girl in a teapot. And then this I just recently acquired. It's so good. I could have carried that when I was a kid, man. And then like, I don't know, just the teacups, all the cute little Barbies. This is the original Madge or something. Paige was her name, I think. And then this, I think, is Mary Kate and Ashley. Just one of them. Probably Mary Kate. I don't think anybody could tell those two apart. And then we get over here, and we have my grandfather clock made out of a bunch of little tiny clocks, right? And these are like antique. Look at, oh my gosh, look at how much that's weathered. It looks so good, right? They're just getting aged, and they're not even in the sun. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I particularly like this one, and I acquired this one while I was actually working on a horse ranch. And I had a horse that looked just like that too. It was kind of fun. But yeah. And then over here we have, this was the pool room originally, so I had the pool in here. And when I had the pool in here, it was like, well, what would a mermaid decorate what? Right? So fish in frames. And I can't tell you how many people have wanted to buy those. And I'm like, I mean, I can sell you a fish and a frame, but you're gonna have to want it's done on the wall. Like I put these up first, and then this was like way later that I added those. But I just thought it was really fun. And it does look clever. And then this guy right here, she gets missed all the time. She's a little fairy that I made. And the first time it rained, her wings got stuck to the floor. So she doesn't have to have a roof. She can't get away. She's stuck. How sad is that? A fairy with her wings stuck to the floor. And then we're back to where we started with the big flower and, you know, our balding Alice in Wonderland.
Wow. There's Alice. Oh my goodness.
That's right. She never left Wonderland. She's still hooking it up with the little caterpillar.
In conclusion, like, what is the connection between the Alice in Wonderland room and your life story of how you got here to Slab City?
So in a way, this is kind of like living in Wonderland, right? In its own little world. You know, you kind of can create your own reality almost in a way, like by surrounding yourself with all these like things that help you to become inspired. My whole life, I've always been intrigued with tourist attractions, any type like Disneyland. I never actually went to Disneyland, but the idea of it, or going to like a carnival and going through a fun house and like just all of those types of things, all the way to like fairy tale books and movies that take you on an adventure. And that's kind of like the inspiration of this place, is all the different fairy tales and all the different stories and all the different times and places that you can go to, with just changing the ambiance around you and just making it your own little world. And so that's kind of how this place has like really transformed for me is like from the outside world trying to do a tourist attraction in like any type of township or anything. There's restrictions, there's permits, there's regulations, there's all these things that you have to like take into consideration. That here in Slab City, we don't have to worry about such things. At least not for now. And for as long as I don't have to, I'm going to continue making my weird, funky, fun, fairy tale storytelling type of artwork and hope that people continue to appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Alice in Wonderland room. Go ahead and hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons. Check out my 60 Days in Slab City Challenge playlist, and I will see you in the next video.